Long ago, in the prosperous valley village of Nambara, people believed shadows were nothing more than silent companions that followed them beneath the sun. Children played with their shadows in dusty pathways. Farmers watched them stretch across their fields at sunset, and elders rested beneath baobab trees while their shadows danced across the earth. No one gave much thought to them. After all, shadows had always existed. They belonged to everyone, just as naturally as breathing. But hidden beyond the edge of Nambara, where the tall grass met a forgotten grove of ancient trees, there existed a secret known only to the oldest spirits. At sunset, when the sky turned gold and crimson and day slowly surrendered to night, a mysterious marketplace appeared for a brief moment between worlds. It was called the Market of Shadows. Strange merchants gathered there beneath glowing lanterns, selling impossible things: bottles of captured moonlight, jars of forgotten memories, necklaces woven from dreams, and most valuable of all, human shadows. The people of Nambara had forgotten the old warnings long ago. They no longer remembered that a shadow was more than darkness on the ground. A shadow carried pieces of a person's soul, their dreams, their fears, and their connection to the world around them. Among the villagers lived a 16-year-old girl named Amara. She was kind-hearted, curious, and known for helping others, even when she had little herself. Amara lived with her mother, Mama Nie, in a small clay house near the edge of the village. Life had not been easy for them. Their crops struggled during dry seasons. The roof leaked whenever heavy rains arrived, and many nights they went to bed with empty stomachs. Yet despite their hardships, Mama Nie always reminded her daughter that wealth meant little without kindness. Amara believed her mother, but deep inside she often wished she could somehow change their fortunes. One evening, while returning from gathering firewood, Amara noticed something strange in the distance. Beyond the ancient grove, golden lights flickered where no lights should have been. Curious, she followed them through the tall grass until she reached a hidden clearing. Her eyes widened in disbelief. Before her stood a marketplace unlike anything she had ever seen. Lanterns floated in midair. Strange merchants whispered to invisible customers. Bottles glowed with starlight. Tables displayed objects that seemed impossible. Some appeared beautiful. Others felt unsettling. As Amara slowly wandered through the market, she noticed a tall figure standing beneath a black canopy. Unlike the other merchants, this one appeared almost entirely made of darkness. His silver eyes glowed softly beneath a shifting cloak of living shadow. This was the shadow merchant. He smiled calmly as Amara approached. The merchant seemed unsurprised to see her, as though he had been expecting her arrival. He told her that the market offered solutions to many problems. Riches, success, beauty, knowledge, even luck could be purchased. Amara listened carefully, fascinated and cautious at the same time. Then, her attention fell upon a pouch overflowing with brilliant golden coins. The shadow merchant noticed immediately. He explained that the gold was enchanted and could solve every problem her family faced. New crops, a stronger house, food for years, comfort and security. Amara asked what such a treasure would cost. The merchant's smile widened slightly. "Only your shadow," he replied. At first, Amara laughed nervously, believing it was some kind of joke. But the merchant remained serious. He explained that shadows were valuable beyond measure in the spirit world. After all, most humans never realized what they truly possessed. Amara hesitated. The offer sounded impossible, yet her eyes kept returning to the gold. She imagined her mother's tired face. She imagined a home free from hunger. and worry. Eventually, temptation overcame caution. As the sun disappeared, completely below the horizon, Amara agreed to the bargain. The shadow merchant extended his hand, and dark mist gathered around her feet. Slowly, impossibly, a shadow began separating itself from the ground. It stretched upward like living smoke, while Amara watched in horror and fascination. Within moments, the merchant captured a shadow inside a black crystal bottle. In exchange, he handed her the pouch of enchanted gold. Before she could ask another question, the marketplace vanished. The lanterns disappeared. The merchants faded into darkness. Suddenly, Amara found herself standing alone in the clearing beneath the stars. At first, everything seemed wonderful. The enchanted gold worked exactly as promised. Their failing farm flourished almost overnight. Crops grew taller than ever before. The small home was repaired and expanded. Food became plentiful. Villagers marveled at their sudden prosperity. For the first time in years, Mama Nia smiled, without worry in her eyes. Yet strange things soon began happening. The very first night after trading her shadow, Amara discovered she could no longer dream. Sleep came easily, but every morning she woke feeling empty, as though something important was missing. Soon, animals began avoiding her. Birds flew away when she approached. Dogs growled softly before retreating. Even butterflies seemed unwilling to land near her. Then came the mirrors. Whenever Amara looked into water, polished metal, or reflective glass, her reflection appeared faint and incomplete. Day after day, she felt less connected to the world around her. Laughter no longer brought the same joy. Music sounded distant. Sunsets felt strangely colorless. Though she remained physically unchanged, something inside her was slowly fading away. Weeks passed, and Amara's condition worsened. One evening, while sitting beside the fire, Mama Nia noticed the sadness growing inside her daughter. Concerned, she gently asked what troubled her. For the first time, Amara confessed everything: the hidden market, the shadow merchant, the bargain she had made. Mama Nia listened in stunned silence. Fear filled her face as she remembered stories her grandmother once told long ago. Ancient tales warned that shadows were tied to a person's spirit. Without one, the connection between the human world and the soul slowly weakened. If enough time passed, Amara might lose herself completely. Determined to save her daughter, Mama Nia sought guidance from the oldest storyteller in Nambara. The elder confirmed their fears. The only way to recover the stolen shadow was to journey into the realm of dusk, the mysterious land where lost shadows wandered after being traded away. Reaching it would not be easy. Few humans had ever entered that realm and returned. But Amara knew she had no choice. Before dawn the next morning, she packed a small satchel and set out alone. Guided by ancient instructions, she traveled beyond rivers, valleys, and forgotten paths until she reached a towering stone arch hidden deep within the forest. As the sun began setting behind the trees, the archway shimmered with silver light. Gathering her courage, Amara stepped through. Instantly, the world changed. The sky became a permanent twilight of purple and gold. Countless shadows drifted across the landscape like wandering spirits. Mountains floated in the distance. Rivers reflected stars that did not exist. It was beautiful, unsettling, and completely unlike anything she had ever imagined. Deep within the realm of dusk stood an enormous marketplace, even larger than the one she had visited before. There, beneath endless lanterns glowing with ghostly light, Amara found the shadow merchant waiting as though he had known she would come. He greeted her calmly and asked whether the gold had solved her problems. Amara admitted that it had, yet she explained that the cost had been far greater than she ever understood. She no longer wanted wealth purchased with pieces of her soul. The shadow merchant listened carefully before revealing a surprising truth. He had never forced anyone to trade their shadow. Every bargain reflected a choice. Humans often desired shortcuts to happiness without understanding the value of what they already possessed. Amara lowered her eyes, realizing he was right. She had allowed desperation to cloud her judgment. The merchant then offered her a final chance. If she wished to reclaim her shadow, she would have to surrender every piece of enchanted wealth she had received. Her family would return to the life they once knew. The choice would be hers alone. This time, Amara did not hesitate. Wealth meant little if she could no longer dream, love, or feel fully alive. She chose her shadow. The shadow merchant nodded slowly. From within the darkness of his cloak, he produced the black crystal bottle. As he opened it, Amara's shadow emerged and flowed gently back to her feet where it belonged. Instantly, warmth rushed through her body. Colors seemed brighter, sounds felt richer. Her heart felt whole again. When she returned to Nambara, the enchanted wealth slowly disappeared. The oversized harvests returned to normal. The extra riches faded away, yet something remarkable remained. Amara and Mama Nia found themselves happier than before. They worked hard together, appreciated what they had, and never again wished for easy shortcuts. From that day forward, the people of Nambara taught their children a lesson that survived for generations. Some things are far too precious to trade away, even for all the gold in the world. And whenever the sun set behind the ancient grove, wise villagers avoided the hidden path leading toward the market of shadows, remembering the girl who traded hers and journeyed across worlds to bring it back.